What is up? This is Russ, also known as RK Slade, coming at you with some Fortnite Battle Royale. And our first clip today is a highlight from my gameplay called Decent Faceoff. And the reason I say that is because I never win these things. I'm terrible at these. This guy's got my number. He's just tearing me up. But I just wait for him to bounce around like a bunny rabbit with Sugar Rush. And I give him a little bit of pump shotgun to the face to finish off that face-off. And I still have 9 shield and 53 hit points. Let's move on to our next mediocre game clip. This one is actually fun. It's called Peekaboo, I Got You. And I landed at the prison, and I noticed there was somebody right near me, so I'm going to go after him. I usually don't play this aggressive, but I figured, what the heck, it's early. There's no way. I'm going to try to get this guy before he gets looted up. Looks like I miss every shot there. I don't know what's going on, lag or something, but I felt like I was on. We start trading shots here. I know I'm not going to win this face-off if I can't get some better shots on him. He's tearing me up. So I decide to employ a little trickery. Check this out. There he is on the corner. What do I do? Pickaxe. Throw out the little lure. Got him! So what I did there was I used sound to make the guy think I was just trying to run away. As he came around the corner, I stood there and blasted his face. This is our next clip, and this is a little bit more of a gameplay clip. You can see I'm in the top 7 here, going after this guy. Not doing great. But I do eliminate him, and I'm still trying to beat the circle, so we're going to speed it up just a little bit. Sometimes when I'm running around the map, I will speed up the gameplay clips so that you don't have to sit and watch all of this boring stuff at game speed. I'm in the top 5 now. I'm feeling good about myself. Look at me healing up to 75 hit points. The guns that I have aren't great. My loadout is not even set up very well. But what I'm doing is playing the edge of the circle, trying to be super cautious. I'm using the tree there. I don't want that guy in the base to see me, so I'm kind of playing the shadows. Now we're down to the top 4. Pretty much made my way to this location in the game, this position in the game by being sneaking around. I've got 2 kills. So obviously I'm going after people when I see them. You never can be too sure when you get around the prison who's out here in the open and who's over there in the prison. So pretty sure there's some folks in the prison. I know there's a guy directly in front of me in the base, but he's got to move. Circle's going to push him off that hill. Now we're down to top 3. Somebody just got wrecked near me. Now we're going to wait it out just a little bit. The game is now at regular gameplay speed. And so we'll see how this turns out. Now the last week or so, my voice has been really scratchy, and I've been really dealing with, I don't know, maybe some allergies or something. So if it sounds like I'm kind of sniffly and scratchy throaty, that's the reason why. I need a Ricola. You may know what that is. If you're old enough, you might remember those great commercials with the big Alpen horns with the guys playing the big horns over in Switzerland, I guess. And they stand up on the top of the mountain. They have these really long horns, like trumpet bugle type things that go halfway down the mountain, make a really loud sound. Here I'm trying to decide what kind of strategy I want to use. I get rid of the shotgun, which was probably dumb. But we're going to try to employ the bush strategy for the top 3 here. I'm thinking that I can, since I know that at least 1 or 2 folks have gone into the prison, I can kind of be a little bit sneaky here and bush my way to the top 2. Alright, so I'm moving around. I'm not sure where anybody is. Trying to be still here. I'm going to wait on the circle. I'm not going to push until the very last minute. This guy, he's got my number. But you know what? I just turn around, face off, and just take all his goodies. Now, the one thing that I'm not very good at is, you'll see here, I picked up his rocket launcher, which is great, and there is a legendary scar sitting over there to my right, and I just didn't grab it. I don't know why. I don't know if I'm just thinking about the circle. I see that person jump down. I'm going to go ahead and put some big-time rocket fire on them. I'm pretty much just trying to anticipate where they're going to be, and I'm not doing a great job of it. Got one more rocket, just trying to blow their stuff down. So now all I have is a gray burst, trying to come in here and deal damage with a gray burst. My hits were on. I got 2 hits on them, but you can see I didn't get the win there. I should have grabbed that legendary scar, and you can see the reason why. Now here is our gameplay clip today. This is called Base Building Launchpad, and you'll see why as we get to the end of the game. But I landed over here by the dirt racing track. And here's the launch pad. I'm kind of editing out some of the boring parts, so whenever I have some action, you'll see that, and I'll pretty much just let the majority of these clips just be about, you know, what I'm looting and or who I'm facing off. I won't necessarily bore you with the long, drawn-out running sequences because I do a lot of that in my gameplay. Because, as I said at the beginning of the video, I am the world's most mediocre, most okayest, most normal game player. Hey, use your resources, build up, and then fall down a hole. Alright, but who hasn't done that, right? So we're getting set up pretty good here at the beginning of the game. There's 44 people left. We've got a blue AR. Got half a shield. Well, that's a whole shield, but it gives me half shield hit points, if you know what I mean. Now, you know, it's just a few kills later. Not my kills, but, you know, dropped a few more people. I'm scoping out Retail Row, which is to my north. I'm inside the circle. I don't feel like I need to rush to go anywhere. The circle has actually been on me the whole time. If I pull it up, you'll see, but I'm well within the circle here, and so I'm just kind of waiting. I'm trying to be patient. I don't want to just run gung-ho into the middle of the circle. Going to try to loot up a little bit, and I'm glad I did this because it comes into play later in the game. I decided this game was going to be my base building, so any chance I got, I was grabbing stone. Yeah, like I said, it comes in very handy at the end of the game. So now I'm over here near to the prison. You guys probably know this abandoned little ruin of a house here at the prison. There's usually a chest up here, and sometimes it's got some decent loot. I'm always hoping for like a scar or something, but so again, I'm well within the circle here. I'm not trying to rush through this, trying to get all looted up. Very good. I've got plenty of rounds. I'm working on brick. At this point, engage the first person. They actually engage me, if you will.
Don't panic! Don't panic! Right, don't panic, you're all right.
Here I am. I'm trying to use a little bit of strategy. I'm not very good at this at all. You know, I was trying to build 2 steps so I could go up there and get them. I decided to just go ahead and face off with them. And I'm doing pretty good. You know, my head-to-heads are getting a little bit better. That person still hasn't really hit me, with the exception of the first shots they took and then this last little exchange. Thankfully, I had more hit points. Yeah, so yay me, that's a win. I'm way out here in the open, coming back towards the dirt track where I started off. So I decide, you know what? Circles pretty much seems like it's going to stay on this side over here. And let's go ahead and base it up. And I didn't have a ton of resources, but I had just enough to kind of get me going here. I'm going to go ahead and bandage up. I notice when I watch the really good gamers, they get the majority of their resources they take from kills. And that makes sense because, you know, other folks have picked up some bricks here, some steel there, and some wood here. And so when you kill 5 or 6 people before you ever make it to the end game, or 10 or 15 people, depending on how great you are, like Dakotas or Rhino Crunch, I'm over here just trying to build a 2-story base with the loot that I've got, because I've really only, you know, I've killed one person and I've looted what I could find. And so what we're going to do here is get set up to, I want to go 3 stories. I don't build it just yet, but I do go 3 stories on this base. That's my plan. And I want to put a launch pad escape hatch on it just in case I need to jet out of there. But I'm still not quick at doing this. I'm trying to use my wood resources, you know, for floors and stuff, so that I can save my bricks. I don't have that much. Save my metal. But as you can see here, I'm struggling. I'm on the struggle bus here instead of the party bus. All I want to do is get on the other side over there and build some stairs. And it's just not working out for me. There we go. Let's just put a floor down. All right. In the long run, that's actually more beneficial because the stone brick floors are better than the wood floors anyways. And it gives you one more thing. If somebody just happens to be below you and they start shooting up, they're going to hit that brick first. All right, so here I am kind of laying out the basis for my jump pad launch pad. Or my launch pad. It's like a platform for my launch pad here. And I'm going to leave this one little area kind of exposed. And I have just enough resources to complete this base here. And again, you know, I'm just like a noob when it comes to doing a lot of this stuff, so. But I get it set, ready to go. We're down to the top 11. I've got a pretty tall base. I don't have anything covering my back right there where the launch pad is, but I've got the back of the island, so somebody's going to have to really come across a lot of open ground to see me and to get me. So now I'm just, you know, engaging some folks long distance. I do have somebody coming up close. I don't know. That's just the worst thing you can do when somebody's got the high ground, they've got a base. Just running out in open ground is pretty bad. I get killed like that a lot. So I'm not speaking because I'm an expert at taking down people in that situation, although I just did it expertly. That was pretty good. I'm an expert pretty much in getting shot at. Because up until now, up until this match, I've really not been great at building bases out in the open like this. But it is amazing how at this point, now that I've got my big multi-story base built, I feel really secure. You know, now if I'm hiding in a bush, I'm hoping and praying that somebody's not going to snipe me, that somebody's not going to run up on me really fast and shotgun me, or somebody's in the next bush over just waiting, and then I start moving and then bang. But that's life, you know, when you play as a bush Wookiee. You know, you've got to take that risk of the easy kill for somebody else. But when you're in a base, I could still get sniped. Now, that person out there really causes me some problems. And it's not because we really engage each other. It's just because, you know, this is the same person. They've come here. I feel like I've got their number. As hard as I try, I don't have a really long-range weapon, so it's hard for me to get any good shots on them. And so I kind of just say, you know what, just save your ammo. Eventually they'll have to move in closer if the circle keeps staying with me, which it has. At this point, the circle's been really good to me. I'm still well within the circle. You know, the open ground really is over there to the left, and it's so open. Now that person right there, they I think they decide that they want this little part of the island to be their permanent residence, so they start building a nice little condo there. And you can see, I don't know if that's a panic build, like, nah, you can't get me. You know, like the three little pigs, they're building a house of straw. And this is what happens. A house of sticks. There you go. Exploded. Now, I was going to say, what I don't understand is why that person hasn't done that to me yet, but they just did there. I don't have any resources to replace that. I decided to just go ahead and rain down some judgment upon them. Almost got hit there. But there's so much loot just laying around, and we've got airdrops coming down. And I'm so nervous about getting out of my base that I don't even, it's not even a question for me right now. I'm like, no way, you guys can have that loot. I'm just going to stay here in my base. Which is not very good, because eventually I'm going to run out of resources. I've already run out of resources, I guess is maybe even a more accurate way to say that. But I meant actually, you know, ammo and loot and stuff. But I've got this guy's number here. Poor him. He just pretty much got pinched between the open and the edge of the storm. Here it is. Look at the circle, man. I am still in the circle. It's just perfect. So what I'm doing now is just kind of putting a little hellfire of bullets with my tri-burst. I'm getting low on ammo there too. I've got 6 bullets left. I get 1 hit on them, which is great. Can't see them. They went back behind the base. I get a little antsy here, which is really bad. I see the loot. I've got to get some ammo. Should have gone back to my base, but no. Right here, I've got 60 rounds for my blue AR. I see all the purple and the blue and the sparklies. I see the rocket launcher. I'm like, oh, they can't fight a rocket launcher. Should have grabbed that legendary maybe, and anything but what I'm doing now. You know, I should have built up, and this is what happened. Got the 2nd place finish. Slayer Boogers 2. Kudos to you. Hey, and thanks to you for watching and for subscribing and liking and leaving those comments. I'll try to answer them, and I'll see you in the next video.